Hey everybody, Ron Baber here with your tip of the week. And I was thinking about something over the weekend, and it's about learning. Yeah, I know. All of a sudden I use the word learning and all the energy goes out of the video, right? When we went to school, we had subjects that were forced upon us, whether it was English, social studies, math, science, even gym was forced upon us, right? And we graduate, and then we go to college, and again, we have courses we can pick and choose, but there's certain courses we had no choice on. But the learning was forced upon us because we couldn't graduate, we couldn't move forward. Then all of a sudden, we get out into the workforce, and now here we are in our own businesses as originators, whether you own the company or don't, you are an owner of your business. And my question for you is, what do you do to continue learning? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because so many times I see originators, they talk about their frustrations, they talk about their challenges, they talk about whether it's realtors not being loyal or getting more referrals or rate shoppers. And the question I always ask is, what are you doing to get better at it? What are you doing to improve your skill in that area? And I'm amazed at how many people just want to brush off that question. They don't want to answer it. They'd rather stick to their belief that this is the problem or this is the challenge they face versus answering the question, what do I need to be doing better? So I'm going to challenge you today on this quick tip. And that challenge is ask questions that you don't normally ask. Ask yourself, not how do I get more realtor relationships? Ask yourself, how do I become better at getting more realtor relationships? If it's lead conversion, how do I get better at dealing with rate shoppers? How do I improve my conversion percentage? Instead of just focusing on feeling like you don't have control, the truth of the matter is there's a reason why there are different levels of originators, whether it's people struggling, people in the middle, or people at the top. And it's about the skills that they have. Now, some people, they got it naturally. That was not me. I had to learn this. In fact, quite honestly, early in my career, I sucked at being an originator. I thought I was good because I was getting a lot of business during the first official refi boom. And then all of a sudden, rates went up. And there were other people that were moving away from me. They kept their performance and their production going, and I started on a downward spiral until one day, and I still thank him to this day. I believe he's long since retired. A gentleman by the name of Ed Thomas. And Ed Thomas was my sales manager, and he always used to talk about read 15 minutes a day, read 15 minutes a day, read 15 minutes a day. Of course, I wasn't doing it until I finally hit rock bottom, and I started doing it. And, Ed, I haven't spoken to you in decades, but I still owe you this gratitude of thanks because it's your 15 minutes a day that I still do today. And today, I don't fear objections. I don't fear challenges. I just know that there's the answer out there that's always going to allow me to improve. And I want you to do the same thing. Commit to 15 minutes a day. I once had somebody tell me they couldn't commit to that. I'm like, really? I go, you're going to tell me that in your entire day, in 24 hours, you can't find 15 minutes? And they started coming up with a bunch of BS. And the bottom line is, because it was easier to fight me than it was to commit to those 15 minutes. I promise you, you study sales, you study marketing, you study prospecting, you study things that are focused on helping you overcome the challenges, the roadblocks that continually get in your way, and you'll be amazed at how your business will change, and it'll change faster than you ever possibly imagined. There's no shortage of books out there. There's no shortage of audio programs. You don't have to focus on anything from within the mortgage industry. You can get information from outside the mortgage industry if you want to learn. I do believe in learning from the subject matter experts. I'm not selling you anything here. I'm just letting you know, pick your subject matter expert, whether it's within the industry or outside, and jump on to learning how to become better at what you do. If you're not doing that on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, and I'm not talking about just reading about market news, I'm talking about skill set development for what you need, then you really just have to point the finger at yourself as to why things are not going the way you want them to go. I know this is kind of like an in-your-face message today, but the truth of the matter is we're heading into 2025, and the likelihood of it being significantly better than 24 doesn't seem likely, at least as of now. But you can start making changes as of now, and before you know it, you'll go from pushing yourself to try and learn to being thirsty for it because you're going to see the results that come from it. Make it a great day. I'll see you next week. Don't forget, January 14th begins Breaking Boundaries, my brand new program, which is all about not surviving, but thriving and breaking through those limiting beliefs and those things that get in your way as far as succeeding. So you can check it out below at the link, and I hope you'll join me in January for Breaking Boundaries.